going on, everybody? Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Titan chain snow tire chains on our 2020 Ram 1500. So these chains are going to be made of a manganese-nickel alloy steel, and they're going to make a diamond pattern with cross chains as well. So it's going to be great for starting, stopping, and also turning as well. These are going to be a square link shape, so they're going to evenly wear away. And also, it's going to give you a decent ride quality. A lot of the more aggressive chains, like the V-bar and the larger twist links, are going to ride a little bit rougher, especially if they're laddered pattern style. This one isn't, and it's also just a smaller square link shape. So it's going to give you great traction, but also just a great ride as well. But also with our tensioner that is built in, it is going to be made of rubber and also some nice plastic links as well. These are going to be extremely durable, and they're just going to be a little bit easier on your hands if you guys don't have gloves whenever you guys are installing these. I definitely like this style chain better just because we don't have to make any connections around back on the bottom end of our tire, which is definitely a plus, just because I'd rather not roll around the snow whenever I'm stuck in the snow. But that's just me. These chains do come in a pair of two, so you guys can just go ahead and grab one of the part numbers you guys need. Make sure to use your fit guide to make sure you guys have the right tires in there. But they do come in a kit of two, and it comes in a pretty nice carrying case. Honestly, one of the nicer ones when it comes to chains. Some of the canvas bags, they rip over time. And the zippers on some of these are the weak point, and that's usually what goes first in my experience. But the bag that comes with these Titan chain ones, a lot more sturdier, so hopefully it's going to last you guys through quite a bit of different seasons. And it really isn't too difficult to install, so if you guys are stuck, it's going to be a really quick thing to get out, throw the chains on, and get unstuck. Let's go ahead and show you guys how to install them. First thing we want to do is lay out our chains, make sure there's no kinks in our links or anything like that. And if we're all good there, we can go ahead and take our chains, and we can feed one end behind our tire to the other side. We go ahead and grab it. Grab both sides here and make our connection back behind our tire. And while we're back here, we just want to go ahead and take all of our chains, kind of pull them through around to the front. Once we kind of do that, we want to tuck this wire back behind there. These cross chains here, we want to make sure they're kind of just in the middle of our tire. So now we can go ahead and take our green hook here and our extra links, and we can just go ahead and make that connection. We could just be making little tiny adjustments as we go, making sure everything's nice and even. And then we can go ahead and go down bottom here, and we're going to have our little red piece here. I'm going to grab our chain, put it in that loop, and then kind of give her a good tug. Kind of like that. And once we get that into place, we can go ahead and use these red loops here. Kind of fish them through there. We don't have to use all of them, but I am today. But what we want to do now is, now that we're on this one, we kind of want to go directly across our tire from it. So I'm going to go ahead and make the connection over here. So the tire size we're using these chains with are a 275/65 R18s, and they aren't really the tightest thing in the world. I would definitely recommend, if you guys have this tire size and you're choosing these chains, grab an extra cam or a rubber tensioner. They are sold separate, but this is going to take out a lot of that slack that we get that you're seeing. And it is really simple to kind of put these on. So if you are convinced to buy these chains, I would definitely recommend grabbing some of these. We just try to be as symmetrical as we can. And this is definitely going to take out a lot of that slack, but we still want you guys to roll over them a couple times, come back out, check and make sure everything is good, and if so, then you should be ready to hit the road again. So ideally with these style chains, we really usually don't have to use a rubber adjuster. I'm just throwing it on there because I just saw a little bit more slop than I like to see on the chains. So just go ahead and grab some of these, or just go ahead and grab these chains, test them out, Maybe if you have a little bit more tread on your tires, it might take up some of that slack. But if not, grab a rubber tensioner, takes care of it. Well, everyone, that just about does it for a look at the Titan chain snow tire chains on our 2020 Ram 1500.